Hey guys, welcome back to another video. I'm currently at my grandma's house and she's sleeping, so I'm gonna be talking a little bit lower than usual, so don't mind. I'm not kidnapped or anything, don't worry about it. So, I want to talk about a friend, a recent friend that I met up with that we don't really keep in touch a lot. And, recently we hung out. We'll call him Ben. And during our hangout, he asked me about the types of games that I've been playing lately. And after I told him, he basically asked who I play the games with. Now, I'm kind of too lazy to explain my whole separate friend group to him, so I pretty much just said no one, And he right away goes, well, that's because you're playing all the wrong games. Now, when he said that, I got like a moment of clarity because he's telling me I'm playing the wrong games. But what actually happened is that he quit all the games that made us good friends in the first place. Like the entire reason we even hung out when we first met was because we found out we played the exact same games a lot. Genshin Impact and Clash Royale. Like that was what got us to hang out. And then we even got into Wuthering Waves together when it came out. In fact, he bought a new PC just so he could play Wuthering Waves. And then he quit all three of them. All three. Just to drop them and play Honor of Kings. Honor of Kings is a mobile game. You know what I mean? He's basically just wasted his money. And look, okay, if he dropped all the games and played something else, sure, whatever, right? You can do what you want. And look, I try to be a good friend, okay? Honor of Kings is a mobile game, so since he was into it, I downloaded it so I could hang out with him. Okay? We would play it every night after he came back from work. And whenever we would meet up in real life, hang out and stuff, so there were a few times I would suggest playing Smash Bros together because I brought the Switch and the spare controllers, and he wouldn't do that. He doesn't want to play that at all. Didn't even want to. Nope. So eventually I was like, well, he's not really willing to play the games that I want to play, and I decided to stop playing games with him entirely. Okay. Right? The gaming stuff is why I stopped playing with him. But the reason we haven't kept in touch or hung out is because he does not have respect for my time or anyone else's, to be fair. So here's an example. We go to the gym together, what we used to, and every single time, right, we made plans. He would say, let's go to the gym at 5 p.m. and usually he would arrive to pick us up around 6 p.m. or 7 p.m. He was never early and he was never on time. And to make it worse, he doesn't go to the gym twice a week or anything. He only goes once a week. So because of that, he always goes to the gym for at least 2 hours, which is insane, right? Because me and Jeremy, the other friend from the previous video, we go not like more than once a week, right? So we don't train for that long, right? Nobody trains for that long normally, right? So look at the time here. If he was on time, we would go at 5, finish at 7, eat dinner at a reasonable time, and then everybody would get to hang out longer, talk, catch up, play games together before going our separate ways. But no, he doesn't do that because he's always late He comes at 7 p.m. and we get there. Once he's done with his workout, it's like 9 or 9:30, and then we're having dinner at 10 p.m. at night, and by then we don't have time to hang out or do anything else. It's just a massive waste of time waiting for him, and I don't want to tolerate that. And that's what happens every single time. But that wasn't the nail in the coffin. Not yet. Okay, that wasn't the straw that made me stop hanging out with him at the gym. Okay, there was this other time when we planned to go to the gym that really pissed me off. Told us he would come pick us up at 5, the usual. Like I said, he's always late. But this time made me really mad, because he would have actually made it on time if he just didn't do this one thing that he could have easily just postponed. It was nothing important. It's nothing that would ruin his life if he didn't do it right now. Right then and there. So Ben has his go-to barber. Nothing wrong with having a go-to barber, right? People are scared of changing barbers, But whatever. He has his guy. Except this specific barber, you have to sit there and wait for 3 hours exactly to get a haircut. I know, because I went with him once before, and I never went back, because who waits for 3 hours to get a haircut? You know what I mean? Nobody does that. So him, knowing that it takes forever, should have thought, well, I should go earlier, or I might be late for 5 p.m., so maybe I should just postpone it, right? Right? His hair wasn't a mess. His hair is super short, super clean, right? Straight, flat Asian hair, and is short. It really can't get messy, even if you wanted it to be, right? Yeah, he considers it long, but it's not at all. It's actually short hair. It's not even medium length, okay? There's no reason to rush the haircut. So what did he do? Naturally, he went to the barber at 4 p.m. So me and Jeremy had to wait for him. Okay? It shows that he doesn't care about us, our time, okay? And here's what ticked me off the most. On Sundays, okay, he's free. In the morning, he goes to church, so his morning is packed, obviously. But after that, he has all the free time in the world. Why? Because he told us. There's no reason for him to spend his whole day waiting until 4 p.m. to finally go to the barber. And once he was finally done with his cut, he called Jeremy and had the audacity to ask, hey, are we still going to the gym, or are you guys not going anymore? And we're like, we never said we weren't going. We're just angry that you decided to do this haircut when you could have just done it another time or go earlier. That's all you had to do. And that was the last time I went to the gym with him. But we still hung out on like a weekly basis. But this is what made me stop hanging out this is what made me only hang out with him once a month. So one of the times he invited me and Jeremy out for dinner. Okay? Because of his work schedule, he wants to eat at 8 p.m. And I like to be on time. So at 7:30, I started walking towards the place that we said we would eat at, because it's close by. Close by as in it's like a 10-minute walk. So I was getting close. It was getting close to 8 p.m. I was there waiting, and guess what? He canceled. At 7:54 p.m., 6 minutes before we were supposed to meet. While I'm already sitting there. And he didn't even tell me. Like, he told Jeremy, and Jeremy had to call me to tell me that he canceled. So, like, after that, I was just like, you know what? I'm done. I'm done with this guy. He doesn't respect my time. Why should I use my time to spend it with him? And this is what pisses me off more most. Because I've talked about how usually when I cook at home, I just cook plain stuff and just eat that, right? But because of this plan that we were gonna eat dinner together, it was already 8. And I didn't defrost my chicken. And I had pretty much no food at the time. And I didn't buy it because I figured, well, I can just buy it tomorrow because I'm gonna be hanging out with them and eating dinner with them, right? So I didn't do any of the meal prep, quote unquote. And then he cancels at 8. What am I supposed to do? The chicken's not gonna defrost in fucking 10 minutes, you know? Like. So after that, every time he invited me, I just wouldn't go. After that, I just didn't hang out with him as much, or at all. And nowadays, we only see each other once a month, at most. And it's not because he invited me, or me inviting him. It's because Jeremy invites both of us. Jeremy actually hangs out with this guy a lot. And he always invites both of us. But I don't go majority of the time. Because I know he's gonna waste my time. I don't want to waste my time waiting for him. That's it. Yeah. So basically, he dropped all the games that we used to play together, saying I'm playing the wrong games. And then, yeah, okay, bro, I have to plan around your 3-hour haircuts all the time, and I am playing the wrong game. Yeah, sure, bro. Keep telling yourself that the world revolves around you. Everybody thinks you're such a great person. Sure, keep telling yourself that. Okay, that's pretty much it for the video though. That's all I wanted to talk about. If you found this entertaining, consider liking the video. Thanks. Bye bye.